I'm going to wait a little bit, but yeah, let's just get started. I was going to wait until exactly 8, but it's 7:59. Hi. So, if you don't know, the reason that I'm on this live is because I'm genuinely disheartened is kind of the only word I can use. I am upset, I am concerned, I am angry, and I'm mad. So, before I get started, I just want the record to be shown that all thoughts are my own. Everything I'm saying on behalf of me. I'm not saying on behalf of anybody else. And this is Naimah Muhammad on Naimah Muhammad's live speaking. This isn't Naimah Muhammad for such and such speaking. This is me, my thoughts, and my own, okay? If you don't know me, I just graduated from Fisk University, and I was the first HBCU gymnast to ever compete in history. I was the first one to put on that leotard and go out on the floor and tumble for Fisk University, and Fisk University is the first HBCU with a gymnastics team. Until I just got news that Fisk University announces the discontinuation of its gymnastics program in May 2026. Even though I just graduated, I still get the Fisk University emails. So, and this is public knowledge, by the way, because I have a degree in English studies and film studies, and I work as a sports journalist. So actually, right before I got on here, somebody that I work for messaged me and basically said, like, oh my God, I just heard that Fisk University is getting rid of its gymnastics team. What's going on? So before anybody comes at me like, oh my God, why did you say that? They sent a mass email to the whole school, and somebody that I work for found out. So this is public knowledge. For those that don't know what the email says, I'm going to read it out loud. Fisk University announces the discontinuation of its gymnastics program in May 2026. June 6, 2025, Nashville, Tennessee. Fisk University today announced plans to discontinue its gymnastics program at the end of the 2025 to 2026 academic year. The final season of competition will be spring 2026. Pause real quick, just so y'all know. They let everybody else know an hour after they told my teammates. That's number one. Continuing. The decision to halt the program comes after a comprehensive review of the gymnastics program and its alignment with the HBCU Athletic Conference, HBCU-AC. Fisk Athletics competes in the ABCU-AC. Currently, gymnastics is not HBCU-AC sanctioned sport, resulting in considerable challenges for the university to schedule competitions and build a robust recruiting pipeline. Pause again. Do y'all know how many recruits we had coming in? Do you know the caliber of gymnastics that these recruits were going to give us, or they are going to give us? One of the girls that has been signed and committed to Fisk since we started, she was coming here, and I hope she is still deciding to come here, even if it is just for one more year. And the way this girl can flip, the amount of gymnastics and skills that this girl has is outstanding. So I don't know what they're saying about building a robust recruiting pipeline, because last time I checked, we had some good girls that have been recruited and that would be recruited. What Fisk may not know also is that the girls that are currently on the team, the OGs, like the people that have been here since we first started, so I'm considered the OGs. Some of my other teammates that were here since the inaugural year, they're considered the OGs, right? We know people. I know a lot of people. Y'all don't know how many DMs I get every single day from parents, alumni, gymnasts, everybody asking me, how do I get my daughter to go to Fisk Gymnastics? My daughter is 14 years old and she does this, this, and this. How can I get her to come to Fisk Gymnastics? So I don't know what they're saying about, I guess possibly they just want to make it easier or have a better recruiting pipeline. Perhaps that's it. But for the record, so many girls want to come to Fisk. That's number one, okay? Continuing. This is a quote. While we are tremendously proud of the history our gymnastics team has made in just 3 years, we look forward to focusing on our conference-affiliated teams to strengthen our impact in the HBCU Athletic Conference, said Valencia Jordan, director of Fisk Athletics. Fisk is grateful for the hard work, dedication, and tenacity, oh my God, I completely said that word wrong, tenacity, of its gymnasts, staff members, and coaches who made this program possible, end quote. The university is dedicated to supporting both staff and student athletes to ensure a seamless transition. Fisk's gymnastics team has forged an indelible, is that what this is? Indelible, all right, legacy through their monumental achievements. The Fisk community is committed to celebrating the gymnastics team through the 2025 to 2026 academic year and encourages alumni, students, staff, and community members to support the team at one of their meets prior to May 2026. That's the end of the email. And another reason why I wanted to get on live and say something was because a lot of times alumni don't even know about this type of stuff. The alumni usually, they don't know because, like, this email I'm getting because I'm a Fisk graduate now. Hey, I'm a Fisk graduate, but I still have my student email, so I'm able to get these emails like straight to me. All the Fisk students on my live, they are Fisk students. They can get these mass emails. But to people like the younger girls and the parents and the alumni, they don't know about all this stuff. But this is public knowledge. It's going to come out in quite a few, hours maybe, from these different sports journalism networks about the discontinuation of the team. And I personally do not agree. I don't agree with the reason that they're discontinuing the team, because they said, quote, that the reason they are discontinuing is because currently gymnastics is not an HBCU AC sanctioned sport, resulting in considerable challenges for the university to schedule competitions and build a robust recruiting pipeline. That doesn't make sense to me. Now, I'm no director of athletics. I'm no AD. I English and film, and I work in sports journalism. So I don't know all of the ins and outs. So if you know better than me, explain it to me, please. I would be more than happy to listen. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to ask questions on the little question button thing right there. Feel free to do so. But I'm just saying that makes no sense to me. If they had said something along the lines of due to financial reasons, such and such and such and such, that's why. I would be like, okay, that makes sense. Let's be honest. We're a small HBCU. We're not even we're not a Grambling. We're not a FAMU. We're not some of the top HBCUs in the country in terms of size. We're not a Howard. We're not a Morgan State. We're none of that. We're Fisk University, a private institution, Nashville, Tennessee. Not gonna lie, I never knew about Fisk. I haven't heard of Fisk until they announced there's gonna be a gymnastics team. And I know Fisk is very historic. We have prominent alumni. We have such amazing, the Jubilee Singers, historic. We have history makers all over the campus. I personally did not hear about Fisk until they announced the gymnastics team. And a lot of people are in love with the gymnastics team. The alumni love the gymnastics team. Whenever we went, anywhere we went because of the gymnastics team, it was like this big, I don't even know the word, hullabaloo every single time. So the fact that they're discontinuing it, because you're not in the same conference as we are, that wasn't a problem before. I just want understanding. That wasn't a problem before. For 3 years, we have been competing, not really in any conference. We've just been kind of competing. And the people we have been competing against have been the top dogs. I've been to University of Florida to compete. I've been to University of Michigan to compete. I've been to the University of Georgia to compete. I've been all across this country to compete. I've been to Las Vegas, Nevada for our very first meet to compete. And because of the attention from Fisk Gymnastics, it's been incredible. My teammate posted one TikTok. She posted one TikTok of our very first practice, and it blew up. It went viral. It was all over the different news outlets, all over Instagram and TikTok. She got over 1 million views, and we were put on the Jennifer Hudson show because of that TikTok. We got viral, and everyone was hyped about Fisk Gymnastics because of that TikTok. Most people found out about Fisk Gymnastics because of that TikTok. I found out on Instagram when they first announced it, but a lot of people that I know, they found out about Fisk Gymnastics, and they knew about Fisk Gymnastics from that TikTok. I had never heard of Fisk until I got here. I'm not even trying to be funny. Fisk Gymnastics, say what you want. Fisk Gymnastics did a lot to help bring more attention and awareness to Fisk. And I think you could ask other Fisk students and they would most likely agree. And because of Fisk Gymnastics, I was able to be on ESPN. I've been on ESPN, SportsCenter, CNN, Good Morning America, USA Today, Jennifer Hudson show, like I already said. I've been all over the country. I've been on Anscape. I've been on Essence magazine. I've been everywhere because of Fisk Gymnastics. Somebody just said, mind you, Fisk put their entire marketing behind the gymnastics team, so this is coming completely out of left field. Yes. When you look at at every school they have those little brochures, right? And then it's we want you to come to Fisk, da, 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 da. And so on the brochure, they got my teammate on the front, doing her little salute, and then they got the band right there, and then they got like, you know, a basketball player or something right there. Like, they will put the marketing and stuff of the university on the gymnastics team. The amount of people right now putting like broken hearts on their IG notes, the girls that called me crying because they're so sad about this, like, I don't even go there. I just graduated. And I'm going to keep saying that every single time because that's such an accomplishment. I just graduated. I'm not even on the team no more. And people are coming to me, freaking out to me, DMing me, calling me, because they heard about this or they're hearing about this. And it's heartbreaking. All the blood, sweat, and tears, the history that went into it, you're going to take it away because currently gymnastics is not an HBCU AC sanctioned sport. Well, the reason that gymnastics is not an HBCU athletic conference sanctioned sport, get this, newsflash, is because there has not been HBCU gymnastics ever until Fisk. Are you kidding? HBCU gymnastics started because of Fisk. Fisk was the first HBCU gymnastics team. Then we got Talladega. And unfortunately, Talladega, their program got cut too, unfortunately. Their program got cut. And very short. And I feel so bad for those Talladega girls because their season got short and they had like the best season. They beat some really good schools and they got All-Americans, national champions, and they got cut. We also have national champions, All-Americans, international gymnasts, you know, the whole everything. We got all that. And now we're getting cut. So what is it? What is it? Are we just gonna cut everybody that's good? I don't understand. And are y'all really trying to cut? Why are we cutting HBCU gymnastics? You see the impact that it's making. You see what it's doing for these schools and for these girls. Not just the girls that are like competing currently, but I'm talking about the girls coming up. Like I said, there's so many girls that call me, that text me, that tell me I want to be a Fisk gymnast. Now I gotta go home. When I go home and visit in New York, I gotta go back to my club gym, and I gotta tell my little girls that I coach that I'm sorry, y'all can't come to Fisk camp next year, because you know a lot of times we do Fisk camps and stuff like that, and those girls, they always tell me like, oh, I'm gonna go to Fisk camp such and such, or I want to go to Fisk camp. Now I gotta tell them after this year. One of the little girls that I coach, she's my absolute favorite, and she literally told me, like, I want to be a Fisk gymnast. This was, like, it was forever ago, but she told me that she wants to be a Fisk gymnast because I'm a Fisk gymnast, and she sees all these little black and brown girls on the team that are Fisk gymnasts, and now what? What happens to those girls? Like I said, this is public knowledge, because I work in sports journalism, and the sports journalism outlets are picking this up, okay? Somebody already put it on Twitter, and it's getting picked up. I'm sorry. Using the excuse that currently it's not an HBCU conference sanctioned sport, so it's a challenge for us to schedule competitions. How could that be? Like I said, I've been all over the map. Florida, Vegas. A lot of times we have meets here. If they had said something along the lines of, you know, financial reasons, I wouldn't even question it. I wouldn't even be online. I'd be like, you know what? I get it. Gymnastics is an expensive sport. It is so expensive. I understand that. But that's not what they said. They said it's because the conference just doesn't line up, man. There's no other HBCU gymnastics. Yeah, no duh. Of course, it's just us and Wilberforce, because y'all got rid of Talladega. Talladega got rid of their gymnastics team. Their amazing gymnastics team. Y'all got rid of it. So, of course, it's just us and Wilberforce. And Wilberforce just started. So we can't even give them a chance to get into this conference, because now y'all trying to get rid of us. I don't think anything I say is going to change anyone's mind. Because this is a decision from the board, right? The board of directors, the board, you know, every school has like different congresses, different hierarchies. So, you know, it's like the president and the board, and they make a decision and stuff like that. I don't think anything that I say is going to change their minds. Because who am I? I'm Naimah. I'm a former Fisk gymnast. I don't even go there. She doesn't even go here. Like the Mean Girls, she doesn't even go here. I don't even go there. I got my degree. If y'all can't afford it, just say that. It's understandable. It's not even like that's. I believe you. I would believe you, because gymnastics is expensive. The traveling, we go everywhere. Like I said, travel. What was I about to say? Leotards. I drew a blank. The supplies, grips. Somebody said, so what's your purpose for this live? Great question. I'm so glad you asked. My purpose for this live is to give awareness. Because like I said, so many alumni never really know what the heck is going on. These emails, the email that they sent, this email was sent to the student body. And I saw something about it on Twitter. And Sports Journalism News is bringing it up. I want this to be known. I want to get on this live and say something about it and how it doesn't make sense, and I'm upset about it because I know that a lot of alumni follow me. I know that a lot of younger girls whose dream to come to Fisk follow me. I know that I have a pretty big, not big, I'm not a celebrity or nothing. I know that I have a pretty low-key prominent platform in terms of HBCU gymnastics and black girls who want to do gymnastics. I know that. I'm not dumb. I know that. I don't have 1 million followers or like 20K. I know that. But it still sucks. And it's probably not going to do anything. There's probably nothing that I can do alone. But maybe me saying something and making people aware, maybe other people in better positions of power can say something or do something. Maybe somebody knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. Who was that? Sorry, y'all. Maybe somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody can say something or do something. Maybe somebody who somebody. It's not about what you know, it's who you know. You never know. But I also wanted it to be said because I want y'all to know I don't agree with this decision. I don't think this decision is a smart decision at all. This team, like I said, All-Americans, national champions, international gymnasts that competed at world championships. Hello. What are we talking about? If they said it was about the budget, that'd be way more understanding. And sorry, I'm trying to read these while I'm talking. It's really 1 second. John, answer the phone. It's your grandma. I gotta throw something at him. Okay. But yeah, I don't believe that anything I say personally is going to immediately make the board be like, you know what? I saw that girl on IG Live. I'm gonna make my decision and change it. I don't expect that to happen. I expect y'all to be aware, to know, and if you want to be supportive and help, be supportive and help. Okay? Sorry, I'm really trying to read these now. Somebody said money isn't a good reason either because programs can be saved. Alaska fundraise to save the team. That is true. Fun little backstory. So this is actually the second time this has happened to me. At my former school, I went to the University of Bridgeport. And the reason I left the University of Bridgeport because I went during COVID, and then they told us, the girls on the team, like, yeah, we're cutting the gymnastics program. So I went home. I took like a gap semester, and then I went to college at Brockport, and then I stayed for a year and a half, and I transferred, and I came here. So this is like my second time that the gymnastics program has gotten good. Maybe I'm the problem. Good God. But I know for other schools, for other programs like Alaska, during the time when I was going through my transferring and stuff like that, they did fundraise to save their program, and it worked because people joined together. People banded together. Again, awareness. Awareness, guys. Okay, stop hating. Awareness. So yeah, if it was a money issue, also, like, you don't think all those alumni would have donated or something? The alumni, if y'all don't know, the alumni love the gymnastics team. I am in connection and contact with so many alumni, and they talk to me all the time, and I'm just like, alumni, I love you, but I'm not even on the team no more. And they still be calling me about stuff. So, Somebody else said, is Fisk Gymnastics bringing anything tangible to the team? Has there been an increase in enrollment or funding? Girl. Has Fisk Gymnastics brought anything to... Are you kidding? Hold on. What have we done for the team? Somebody said to, like, people that I know. People that I know literally said the only reason they were even considering Fisk was because of the gymnastics team. Not because of our stellar music programs and our amazing professors and because of it. Because of the gymnastics program. When I wear my, like, people don't usually recognize me from, like, my face or anything. Again, I'm not a celebrity. I don't expect people to, like, I walk out on the street and people are like, oh my God, that's Naimah Muhammad, the first HBC. Nobody knows who I am. Are you kidding me? You gotta go on social media to know who I am. But if I am wearing Fisk Athletics or Fisk Gymnastics, I got stopped in the airport before because a woman was like, I know you. And I freaked out. I was like, what do you mean? And she was just like, oh my gosh, you're on the gymnastics team. Like, we love the gymnastics team. Are you kidding me? If you don't think that people wanted to come to Fisk for just gymnastics, you're crazy. And I'm talking about gymnasts. Like, gymnasts were coming. So that's another thing when they're saying about, like, the recruiting pipeline. Doesn't make sense. But yeah, are you kidding me? One of my friends likes to troll me, and anytime I was out, would always just be like, oh my God, it's that girl on the gymnastics team. Like, that was always annoying. Like I said, CNN, ESPN, whatever. For clarity, in case anyone came in late and wants to know what's going on, it was announced that Fisk University is discontinuing the gymnastics program after this year. So that means, like, what is it? It's June 2025. So for fall semester to spring semester, May 2026, like, that will be the last season. So from fall to spring 2026, starting in January, like, that will be the last season of competition because our gymnastics season starts in January. So starting in January 2026 and until, like, around May 2026, that will be the last year of Fisk Gymnastics. So yeah, crazy, right? Sorry, I'm trying to read these comments and they're just so funny to me. Who is you? Yeah. Think of it like this. Just think of it like this, okay? I would compare us. Let me be careful with how I say that. Let me think about this. Okay. You know how you have football teams, right? You know how for these big schools, like these much bigger schools, the school is getting paid and stuff because of their football team, because their football team is so good, so then they get all this money. That's us. Which is no tea, no shade, because Fisk University used to have a football team, but we don't got that no more. We are like a football team, okay? The same way the football team brings in money for the school and the program, and a basketball team, that's us. We are the football team, okay? And again, no tea, no shade. We used to have a football team back in the day. Fisk don't got that no more. Yes, enrollment has gone up. Yes, we have gotten money and stuff. So if you really don't think, again, like I said, if you don't think that we contributed anything to the school, you are blind as a bat. Truly. Lord have mercy. But again, regardless, I didn't know nothing about no Fisk till I got here. And they started a gymnastics team. And when other people asking me, oh, you go to Fisk? Where's that? Like, if I'm out and I got Fisk something on, they're just like, oh, what's Fisk? And you're just like, oh, it's a small private school in Nashville, Tennessee, next to, like, TSU and Vanderbilt. And they're like, oh, okay, I know TSU. Of course, everybody knows TSU. It's Tennessee State. Go Tigers, right? Everybody knows TSU, all that, whatever. But then I say, oh yeah, I do gymnastics over there, or I did gymnastics over there. Because I graduated. Then people are like, oh, you're talking about, is that the HBCU with the gymnastics? Yeah, that's us. See, yeah, somebody else said time to get a letter writing campaign started. I feel like that is honestly the best thing to do. I don't know. Look, I don't know a lot of things. Okay? I'm an English major, film studies, and I work in sports journalism. There's only so much that I know. But what I do know is that this is hurting so many people, and I don't know if they realize it. Maybe they do realize it. Maybe they don't care. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, from my personal perspective right here, right now, as somebody that just literally a month ago just walked the stage and graduated and just finished my gymnastics career at Fisk University, y'all have no idea how much of a disservice you're doing to these girls. These amazing recruits, these amazing talents, y'all have no idea. Like I said, international gymnasts, All-Americans, national champions. Every time. Every year, every single year that we've had the team, we've had, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, any of my former teammates in the chat, or teammates, not former teammates, you're on my team forever. Every year we've had at least 5 All-Americans. I want to say at least 5 All-Americans every single year. 3? At least 5. I'm thinking at least 5 every single year. All-Americans. And here's the thing. We are a tiny HBCU. We're a tiny school, okay? We have some sports teams, but like we're not these bigger schools. We don't got like 20, 30 sports teams. We got like a handful of sports teams. So for us to be one of those sports teams, and we are having all these All-Americans and national champions and stuff like that, that's crazy. That is something useful in the grand scheme of things for the institution. Like, oh, thank you. Austin said he loves my locks, by the way. Hang time. You see that? Yes. The South has grown my hair beautifully. So if you're thinking grand scheme of things in terms of the institution, why wouldn't gymnastics be up there? The amount of publicity gymnastics got, oh my God. Oh my goodness. Insane. Like, very insane, actually. Surprising. So yeah, very disappointed, very hurt. The fact Fisk Gymnastics inspired so many black gymnasts and now it's being taken away is insane. It is insane. And it's sad. And it's heartbreaking. I keep reading the little paragraph over and over again, where it says, the decision to halt the program comes after a comprehensive review of the gymnastics program and its alignment with the HBCU Athletic Conference. Fisk Athletics competes in the HBCU Athletic Conference. Currently, gymnastics is not an HBCU Athletic Conference sanctioned sport, resulting in considerable challenges for the university to schedule competitions and build a robust recruiting pipeline. I don't think that makes sense. Please explain to me how it's been a challenge for the university to schedule competitions. Just that alone. Please explain that to me. Somebody, quickly, explain that to me. Explain that to me. Like, you can't schedule competitions. Little do you know. Everybody wants Fisk to come. Okay? Everybody wants some Fisk. When we first started the team, sorry, I'm trying to read everything. When we first started this team, literally every single school that we went to, and we went, oh my God, that first year, we went everywhere. Somebody in the chat that is a gymnast from the team needs to help me because we went to Georgia, we went to Michigan, we went to Vegas. Those are like the top 3 I remember. We went everywhere. We went all over the place. So scheduling competitions, we've been everywhere. Not last year, this year actually. Girls went to what is it called? Oregon State, and competed with, guess who? Jade Carey. Who's Jade Carey? An Olympian. She was just on the gold medal winning 2024 Paris Olympic team. Oregon State. SEMO, Rutgers. We've been to SEMO and Rutgers. Beat SEMO, actually. Hey, sorry. Beat SEMO. We've been to Auburn. Auburn was so fun. So I'm not understanding when they're saying they're having a challenge scheduling competitions. And yeah, somebody else said we've had several quad meets. We have had several quad meets. Shreveport, Louisiana, Centenary. We've been all over the place. I swear to God, sometimes it's like every year we go into a bigger place than the last. William and Mary, Ball State. All these places, but we're having trouble scheduling competitions because we're not in the same conference. Oh, Towson, yes. Exactly, okay. Somebody just said, I saw Fisk come to Towson, the Eagle team. Their school's conference doesn't sponsor gym either. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, because wait a minute. I did not know that Towson doesn't sponsor, I didn't know that their conference didn't sponsor gymnastics. I did not know that. And that just makes this situation even more crazy. Because you mean to tell me the conference is the reason, and that's why you're getting rid of it? And they just said that their school's conference doesn't sponsor gym either. But guess what? They're still competing. They're still traveling. So they still have a team. That's crazy. That just blew me. Everybody that went to the Towson meet, they came for Fisk. A lot of the schools that we went to, the competitions, they were always posting, they had their record high, record high, what was it called? Program record, of amount of people that came. And they came because everyone came to see Fisk. The reason they had all those record-breaking highs and stuff is because of Fisk. So for them to say it's hard to schedule competitions, what do you mean it's hard to schedule competitions? Ask. Ask. Everyone wants Fisk gymnastics. Trust and believe. And I understand where the university may seem frustrated because everyone's one conference over here. We're just lone over here doing our own thing, right? I can understand that. But like I said, more HBCU gymnastics teams are up and coming. But then Talladega went and got rid of Talladega. And now it's just Wilberforce. After this year, it's just going to be Wilberforce. So how? So you tell me how we're supposed to be in an HBCU athletic conference and have the experience being in that conference if we don't have any HBCU teams. Y'all, these schools, these institutions keep making decisions to get rid of HBCU gymnastics teams, and this my institution in particular is trying to get rid of it because we're not in their conference. How are we gonna be in a conference with HBCU teams if we are the first? There were only 2 other HBCU gymnastics teams after us, Talladega and Wilberforce, and then Talladega got rid of Talladega. What do you expect us to do? Quickly, exactly. I'm hot, so I gotta keep fanning. So yeah, I really don't want to be on here too long. I feel like I'm just spinning in circles right now. But I think a decision needs to be reconsidered. I think you need to reconsider this email because it doesn't make sense to me. You sent a school-wide email, a Fisk University-wide email, 1 hour after you broke the news to the team. And now everybody else knows, and it's like, oh my God. People put on their IG story and all their notes, we don't got a team no more? This is public information. I'm reading public information. This isn't nothing new. I'm not breaking any rules or nothing. This is public information. And if it wasn't public information to you, it is now. Free will. Hello. And this just feels like a slap in the face. The last part where it says, Fisk is grateful for the hard work, dedication, and tenacity, if I'm saying that word right, of its gymnast, staff members, and coaches who made this program possible. Are you? So why are you trying to get rid of us? Why are you cutting us? Us not being in the same conference as all the other teams? That's why? That does not make sense. It does not make sense. Explain it quickly. Because this email, this press release that they came out with doesn't make sense. like I said, if you had said something about finances or whatever the fact, that would have been fine. And my heart truly, honestly, truly breaks for the girls that were excited about coming to Fisk. And it's like, look, we got 1 year left. 1 year left. So you can make it the best year of college gymnastics ever. But I just do not appreciate what they said in this email. I don't appreciate the timing of it at all. It is Friday, June 6th. It's Friday, June 6th, and most teams, their rosters are full. So now these girls are going to have to go into this last year, like whether they transfer or not. You can DM me. These girls are going into their year knowing this is their last year. Personally, as I graduated, if I was in that position, if I was in that position personally, like, and I've been in that position before, I up and I left. And I can't even imagine, like, if this was me, right? So what I did when I was put in that position, I up and I left. I transferred. I got out of that situation. Imagine how hard it is going to be for these girls to even do that. I had that choice. I had a decision because, we were notified very early on, kind of, sort of. So I up and left. How hard is that? And I lucked out. Like, I happened to know the coach that picked me up at my next school. He wanted me recruited on that team for so long, so I basically just went. Like, he just put me on that team, right? Imagine how hard it is going to be for these other girls to do that, especially we're about to be in summertime. Like, this is preseason, this is training, this is upgrade season, and you told us them, I'm not on the team, an hour before you told everybody else. You didn't even give us the time to process, to understand, to really think about what this means, to think about, okay, what do I do now? When it happened to me when I was at Bridgeport, my decision was instantaneous. My decision was I called my dad and I said, Dad, they gave me the gymnastics team. He said, you want to come home? I said, yeah. And I up and I left and my bags were packed 2 days later? Not everybody can do that. Not everybody has that choice right now. So how do you expect us to process this and to go through with this right now? I only am speaking for myself. I graduated. I'm not on the team. So I can only speak for myself, knowing that, I was on the team as of a month ago. And Fisk Gymnastics, I'm an OG. Are you kidding? Been on that team since the beginning. And that email is just, I look at that email and it makes me want to laugh. Because you cannot tell me that's everything. You can't. And hey, I'm sorry, my boyfriend's in the background. Yeah, that email was so sad. So, that's all I have to say. I'm hoping this reaches the right people. I'm hoping people genuinely want to reach out, want to support, and want to do the best that they can to help Fisk Gymnastics. I really, honestly, truly hope that next year isn't the last year. And if it is, y'all made a big mistake. Huge mistake. Like, for pretty women, huge mistake. Huge. So, thank you so much for watching. I got work to do. Like I said, sports journalism. So I'm going to go now. Thank you for everyone that watched and that said something. And I'm glad that everyone else feels the same way that I feel, that we know that email was crap. That email is ridiculous. So thank y'all so much. Enjoy your weekend, the rest of your Friday. I might go live another time, maybe not. But yeah, go Bulldogs and Fisk University. I got nothing to say. All right, bye.